So, factors of production. Factors needed to start a business. They are factors that are needed to run a successful economy. We'll get into what those are later, but for now, just know that. So, goods versus capital. Goods are tangible objects that satisfy people's wants or needs. So, we can think of an apple as a good because it satisfies a want if someone's hungry, but it also satisfies a need. But it could do either or both. It doesn't have to satisfy people's wants and needs. It could do either or both. So, capital. Capital is previously manufactured goods that are used to make other goods and services. This could be, a good example would be machines that make automobiles. So the machines are built only to build other things. Now we go down to what are the factors of production. So there are four. There's land, which is natural resources. The entire globe is more so land. The sun is land. Fish are land. We are land. Well, not we are land, but animals are land. And then this is all in terms of economics. I know we don't think about this on a daily basis, like fish is land, no, mountains is land, not fish. But just in terms of economics, these are the basic definitions. So labor is work that people do. When you think about AAA, or holding the door, that's labor. Capital. So we talked about capital, machines that make automobiles, a good example. And then entrepreneurship is just that idea of being able to come up with this. So just to give you a good reminder, land, fish is what, and then labor, maybe towing someone's car. Capital is maybe building a hammer to make something, maybe a house or whatnot. And it's just entrepreneurship, which is just having that aha moment, that ability to come up with different things and different ways to help the economy. So how can a society's trade-offs be shown on a production possibilities curve? So back to this sheet. This is a production possibility curve. We see this is the best example, guns versus butter. So butter is most often referred to as civilian goods, and guns deals with military goods. So a prime example of a country close to guns would be Germany during World War II. They only produced military goods for the most part. Madagascar, they don't really produce either. They produce more of a mix. It's hard to categorize them. And Switzerland produces a lot more butter than anything else. So where you are on this line, whether you are closer to butter or guns, it shows what you produce. That's why it's called production possibility curve. Alright, so moving on. Alrighty. Free enterprise system. This is the system in which individuals own the factors of production and decide how to use them within legal limits. It's basically the same as capitalism. Profit incentive. It's the idea that you want to make money. It motivates people to sell services. It's sort of like the invisible hand. Who is John Stuart Mill? He revised utilitarianism at the time and postulated his own rule, utilitarianism, by tweaking parts of Bentham's theory which he disagreed with. Now I know you're asking, what is utilitarianism? So that which produces the greatest well-being of the greatest number of people, and in some cases, sentient animals. So essentially it's do what helps the economy. If it doesn't help the economy, don't do it. Leave it out. You're not benefiting anybody by doing something that's not going to help the economy. Adam Smith, he wrote The Wealth of Nations. The Wealth of Nations is a book written by Adam Smith, obviously, and it's the basis for economics. If you're uh, an economics teacher, you've read this book several times, I guess. It is sort of like the encyclopedia for all economics. Karl Marx, he's the founder of communism. He also wrote the Communist Manifesto, which describes his ideas of the perfect society. Communism, the idea that you get what you need, everything is shared, there is no government because everyone is happy. And what Karl Marx thought of was, in modern societies, or at the time, there was a pyramid. So there was the people at the top and the people at the bottom. In every generation, that gap would spread. The people on the bottom would get poorer, the people at the top would get richer, until an eventual revolution would happen. And that's something that continued on, he thought. And communism sort of is the solution to that. And so everyone is happy and there is no need for government. Everyone is on the same level. So, what are the three questions every economic system answers? What should be produced? How should it be produced? And for whom should it be produced? So what, who, and for whom? What are the advantages and disadvantages of each economic system? So, traditionally, you have a strong family and community ties, no change, and it's inefficient. Communism, it's speedy, is perceived equality among citizens, but there's a lack of incentives, and it's inefficient, and there's no consumer choices. Market is individual economic freedoms, but perceived inequality among the citizens who have and the citizens who have not. Mixed is just a combination of those advantages and disadvantages. What are the characteristics of a pure market economy? So there's little to no government, freedom of enterprise, freedom of choice, and private property. So what is the goal of utilitarianism? It's to do what is necessary to benefit the economy. Yeah, that's it. So rewind if you have to. That is the basic trouble study guide for this test.